pressed.
Button.
Press the button.
Button pressed, gang. Oh!
Welcome back, everybody.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yes, the music is a feeling.
Welcome back to the What's Happening podcast. What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up?
It's been a fat minute since
Okay, can we pause right there, because can we talk about the fact that October has been the busiest fucking month this year for some reason?
It has been. It has been.
I don't know about you, but it has been for me.
It is.
Like,
it's been for everybody, yeah.
for some reason, like, even while being unemployed, it's like, holy crap, I'm so busy all the time.
For real. For real.
Like, we did so much traveling and stuff, and you did traveling, and we had parties and Halloween and all that. It's just been super busy. Indeed.
It has literally been, like, at least at the time of this recording, it's been over 2 weeks since we've uploaded a podcast episode, so it's been quite a minute. Of course, we'll take the time to actually divulge what we've been doing.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've been pretty busy on both ends. And you know, it's been busy, but I would say it's been great. It's been a great time.
It has been a great time. Busy with lots of good things. But we can start off with the sound of the week, though. Song of the week. Hello.
Song of the week.
Song of the week.
Yeah, you want to take the reins?
So during the month of October, something absolutely insane happened, and Massive Monster and Pickup Goliath, Massive Monster being the dev for Cult of the Lamb, and Pickup Goliath being a very famous metal rock band, they did a collab together. Well, it's not technically a collab. Pickup Goliath commissioned Massive Monster to, like, make the album, but they made a 6-track EP, metal soundtrack with Cult of the Land music, and it is crazy. And so I put the first track as my song of the week. It's called Cult, in due fashion.
If you are unaware of what Cult of the Lamb is, it is a roguelike village management game.
City sim
Yeah.
type thing, life sim thing.
It's super fun.
It's very fun.
If you ever have the chance
James
to
and
play
I
it.
need to go back to playing it.
Yeah,
but
if you ever get the chance to play it, y'all, I highly recommend it. It is a very fun game. And the soundtrack is great. And the music that they made for this was also great. It gives me, like, Pentakill vibes from League. Or
yeah,
what Riot
it's very
did.
similar.
So, that's very cool.
It has been on my repeat list for, like, the past week or however long it's been out. I think it came out fully on the 28th, so it's been about a week-ish.
Rightfully so. Rightfully so, honestly.
Speaking of League of Legends and Riot Games, your song of the week is...
It is Paint the Town Blue, right?
Yep.
By
Paint the Town Blue by Ashnikko.
Yeah, by Ashnikko.
Which is the season 2 theme for the hit show Arcane.
Yes, I haven't, I literally heard this song yesterday, after, because for those who aren't aware, League of Legends just had their finals for, the World's Finals, and they had Ashnikko perform the song, and that was the first time I actually had heard the song. Gang,
it's good.
That shit was bussin'. That was good. So good. And the performance, her live was actually very good. Her playing the song, vocals were great and like not very far. Like it's. I feel like artists nowadays.
She's very good live.
Yeah, I feel like artists nowadays are like really close to what they are on record. So that's really nice, and sometimes they're even better live.
Yeah.
So
She's very good live. It's very similar to what she does
yeah.
in the studio. But did you watch like the trailer that the song went with? Like the Arcane trailer?
Probably. I think I did. I just haven't. I don't remember. It's been. I don't even know when it was like released, but
I think it was like early September or something like that.
yeah,
Or late August.
I guarantee you I have
But-
seen it. I just haven't. Like I just don't remember it. But I mean, Arcane does come out next Saturday, so
That's crazy.
yeah, time has fucking flown. This year in general has just gone by so fast, and it's like
Yeah, we're about to be in 2025 in 2 months.
I was like, what the fuck happened to this year? So many good memories.
Yeah. It's been crazy.
It has been.
Well, the month of October in and of itself has flown by.
It has.
We started out the month with you coming to visit us.
Coming? Nah, unreal.
Coming. Yeah, no, you came to visit Pennsylvania.
But yeah, I did. I had the honors of going out to Pennsylvania to visit Savi and Nathan. It was kind of just like a spontaneous event. I wanted to go out for my birthday. I turned 24. It's kind of an awkward.
The big old 2-4.
Honestly, it's still like kind of hitting me how old I am nowadays, but they graciously hosted me. They were great hosts, and I got to spend some time with them. We went to Oktoberfest. I got my ears pierced,
Yep,
which was
you
very
did.
fun. I got 2 piercings on my lobes.
Yep,
Love them.
they look sick.
Yeah, I love them. I had to wear studs for like 2 weeks. Sleeping was very interesting. And now that I've had the time to like clean them out and we're chilling, I'm actually able to, what's it called? Wear stuff that I want to wear. And so,
Yeah, yeah.
I've been wearing like rings, or like hoops, but like smaller hoops. That's
Yep.
been really nice. And then I have like a black cuff. So it's been like a black cuff and then a small silver ring. And then currently I have these really cool, it's like the handle of a longsword. And then on the back it extends. And so that's what I currently have on right now, and they're really cool.
Yeah, they
yeah.
look sick.
Yeah.
I'm glad you liked them.
Yeah.
He was nervous when we were going there, and I was like, "Nah, bro, this is gonna take 2 seconds. Don't even be nervous. It's good. He's literally gonna pierce, and then we're done." And that's what happened.
Well, so here's the thing is, like, I thought that, like, when I was more nervous about the fact that I thought I was going to regret getting piercings. And I was like, I don't know if I want to do this. I don't know if this is something that I want to do. And, like, yes, granted, you can't just let them close. And you could just let them just not put anything in them.
Yeah, but you still pay the money for it, which is that's valid to be nervous about.
And so it's like, well, I don't want to spend this much money and then not like them or have to just like deal with it. But I was really happy that they came out the way, and I'm really glad that I'm able to style them the way that I want.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will add one
I knew
thing.
you could do it. I knew you would like them.
Yeah. I will add one thing. There's a couple of things that I want to get for piercings. There's 3 main ones.
Oh, yeah?
3 main ones. I want to get the Potara earrings for Dragon Ball. That's the earrings that like they use to fuse together. at the end of Dragon Ball.
Ayo.
At the end of Dragon Ball Z. I want to get Howl's earrings from Howl's Moving Castle, and his,
Oh yeah.
and his necklace, because that's really cool. And then finally, I want to get Clive's cuff earring.
Ayo.
Because little did I know, Savi tried to make me beat Final Fantasy 16 in the span of like 2.5 days.
3 days. Yeah. Well, I had been just like looking through my PS5 games, just showing him what I had and everything. And I was like, you know what, we're gonna play this one. And then I was like, you know, if you lock in, you could beat it. But he got to right before the final fight, and we had to leave and take him to his flight. So
Okay,
he didn't get to like fully finish it, but he did watch the ending and everything. So
let me emphasize that traveling to and fro, like where we live, sucked. I had to leave my place, like my flight departed at 11:50 p.m. So
Yeah.
I had to fly through the night, and I landed over there at like 5:30 in the morning.
Yep.
And they had to drive like an hour, so like they had to wake up at like 4ish, which, you know,
Yeah.
God bless, they're great, I love them. Hell of a drive, especially in that morning. But then
Yeah.
towards the later half, like I had to come back. My flight departed out of there at what, like 7, right? Is that what it was?
I don't remember, but I think so. Yeah.
7.
It was 7 something.
Oh no! It did depart at 7, but like we got there at like 6, so I can get past
Yeah.
like TSA and all that stuff. Or like, no! I got there at 5:30, so I can
Yeah.
get past TSA and then all that jazz. I didn't sleep either day I was traveling. I got dog shit sleep. We
You
literally
took like an hour and a half nap the day that you arrived.
yeah, and then I was chilling.
Like, because after when we got home from the airport, you guys watched League Championships, so we watched those, and then and then you guys took a nap.
Yeah. And then because we were so dedicated to playing Final Fantasy 16, that meant a lot of late nights, and like we were going to bed at like 2 or 3 in the morning. And
Yeah.
then the night of the day of the flight, she was like
We stayed up.
she was like,
until
hey,
his flight.
she was like, hey, if you lock in, you can beat the game. So what did we
Yep.
do? We locked in. I didn't sleep at all, and I literally played up until I had to leave, and I was literally at the last boss fight,
Yep.
and I was like, you're shitting me. I was like,
Yep.
you are shitting me.
We didn't go
Unreal.
as hard. We didn't go as hard as we should have on the previous days.
For real? On God?
We played very relaxed, so he didn't quite make it. But he said he's thinking about buying it for himself and playing it again,
Yeah. Because
which would be good because then you get to experience all the side stuff and everything too,
I'm honestly probably not.
and the DLC.
I'm probably not going to do the side quests because I think that was like the greatest like weak point of the game, and it seems like that was also like the main, like one of the contentions with the game. But I am interested in like grinding out the rest of like the icons, so like all of the abilities, because there was just a lot of things that I felt like I didn't have the time to grind for,
Yeah,
because we were
for
just
like the
trying
skill
to
trees and stuff.
yeah, because we were trying to beat the game. Well, it's not a bad thing, but I definitely do want to revisit it at some point.
Yeah. And the DLC is out, which I haven't even played either of the 2 DLCs, so
What are you doing?
I need to play them. Well, they cost money, and I don't have any income at this moment, so, you know, buying games is very trivial for me right now. Most of the games that I get, like, now in time is people buying them for me, so...
That is fair.
I can't yet. I got to go to school and shit.
Which is exciting.
Yeah.
Did you get your transcripts?
Nope.
Damn.
They canceled it because my social security number that they have on record is wrong. So I have to get them to change it, and I have to fill up paperwork and everything. So
That's so shitty.
I'm gonna do that tomorrow. Yep, it sucks. But yeah, we won't go over the terms and turmoil that I've been dealing with fucking trying to sign up for school again. But literally a week after he came, we, Nathan and I and our good friend Jordan went to Washington, D.C. for the Near Orchestra concert. 12024, End of Data.
You should
Is what it's called.
you should tell the story of the slight hiccup and almost disastrous ending.
Oh, yeah, right. I trauma repressed that. So, you know, the trip is on Friday. Jordan has to fly from Tennessee to Washington, D.C. Nathan and I are going to drive after he gets off work, right? Because we live about, like, 3 hours away. And so the Friday of the trip, the concert's on the Saturday, right? The Friday of the trip, I'm like, hey Jordan, because Jordan had like a Ticketmaster account or whatever, so back in like March of this year, he just got all the tickets for us and we like split the payments and stuff, right? So they're on his account and everything. And all throughout the year, he would like check each month just to make sure they were still there, blah, 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 right? Mm-hmm. And he had checked in September, like mid-September, and was like, all right, cool, they're there. And then the Friday, he checks his Ticketmaster, and it said the tickets were claimed by some, like, Samsung dude or whatever the fuck. And yeah, his account got hacked and our tickets were transferred to a different account. And so yeah, literally the day before the concert, but then he had to like call customer support and everything, and he was on hold for several hours and stuff like that, and they were like, okay, we file a claim with the fraud department, we'll get back to you. At the bare minimum, like, priority is getting your tickets back, or we can replace your tickets if there's any left, or we can just give you a refund. Those are the options. And he was like, okay, and then they were like, we'll get back to you sometime before the event. They didn't even tell us when, they just said they will contact you before the event. And we're like, okay. And then he had to get on a plane. So, he got on the flight. And Nathan and I drove down there, and we hadn't heard anything, so, you know, we went to bed, and then we got up the next day. We had a day in DC, which was fun. We went to the Smithsonian Museum, we went to the Air and Space Museum, and the Natural History Museum, which was super fun, and we went to Lincoln Monument and Washington Monument and stuff, and saw those. It was actually surreal. I've never been to DC before.
Hey,
And
me neither.
I've never experienced stuff like that. It was crazy. Like, that's where it goes down. Like, that's where it went down, and it's actually crazy.
Did you
seeing everything? Like, they had 7 years ago, they had the whole thing on the wall next to Lincoln, like on his seat in the monument. They had the entire fucking thing engraved in the wall. I took a picture of it. It was crazy.
Did you lick his toes?
May or may not have licked his toes. There's a shit ton of people. There also was a shit ton of people there campaigning, which was kind of crazy to see. Like, there's like a guy on a bicycle with flags, literally just riding around, not speaking to anyone, not saying anything, just riding around with Kamala flags on his bike. And
Nice.
there was people holding Trump up and everything, and you know, the whole thing. And then there was also a shit ton of church groups there. Literally, like, on the steps of Lincoln Monument, there was a stage with a Christian band, and they were playing music, and there was like a shit ton of Jesus goers there. I don't know what that was for. It might have just been like a retreat or something for the churches, but like there's a shit ton of people.
Wow.
And then so we're sitting in the Air and Space Museum. It's like 2 p.m. and then we tell Jordan to check his email. He's like, yeah, I just checked it. There's nothing there, but let me check again. And he checks again, and we got our tickets back.
Let's go. Let's go.
I literally was on the verge of tears because we had literally been waiting all year for this concert and have been super excited because I've never been to a concert like that before for like a video game that I really enjoyed. And so that was crazy. But we got our tickets back, and then we moved along. We went to the other museum, had a great time, and then we went back to our hotel to just kind of like recoup. I had to charge my phone a little bit. Riding the metro train was super fun. I've never ridden a metro train before.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool. It's pretty cool.
It was fun. And like the subway system for DC is like so cool, like the architecture, like underground and stuff. But yeah, and then we went to the concert and I cried like 5 times. They played both of my favorite songs. They played Emil, Sacrifice, and they played Kaine. Kaine was the encore at the end. So
were you guys in the end like encore?
Well, they did Weight of the World, which I don't know if you've heard that. I'm sure you have. That's like the most popular one.
Yeah. I don't
they
know.
did that, and then they all left the stage, and the symphony was like standing and everything. But then the symphony sat back down, and then the conductor came back out, and they did Kaine.
Wow.
And I cried.
Yeah, I never
And then
played.
we stood in the merch line.
Jordan texted me in the midst of that merch line, and he was like, "This bitch is hella long," and I was like,
Yeah.
Hey, that's what happens, you know. Merch goes crazy.
Well, we
did you guys
didn't
get
there
anything?
early. Yeah, we did.
Yeah, what'd you guys get?
I got a t-shirt, I got a music box, and I got the Replicant soundtrack. Nathan got the Automata soundtrack, because he's
Nice.
only played Automata.
I haven't played
And then Jordan got the LP, the 10-year LP, which is like the record, the vinyl LP,
Yep.
which had like 4 vinyls in it. It was like $100, and then he got the Replicant soundtrack.
Damn.
I got the very last large female t-shirt. The last one.
Wow.
I got it. It was crazy. Yeah, we didn't get there early because like we had to go get dinner and then head back to the hotel because my phone was dying and our phones was the only way we could take the metro. So like we had no travel access if my phone was dead. So
Next time, power
then
bank.
we get to the metro. Yeah, I know. I forgot to fucking pack them. I was so mad at myself.
Damn.
We get to the metro, and Nathan's, like, mapping out our route or whatever, because he was, like, our navigator. And I look down, and his phone says, we'll get at the concert hall at 8:06. And I was like, we're gonna be late. Like, they're not gonna have the doors open at 8:06. Like,
What time is the concert?
what? You didn't tell me that. It was at 8. It started at 8. And I was like, oh my god, like, we're not gonna make it.
We're fooked.
And so then I was like, we're gonna have to rent bikes, like the electric bikes or whatever that colleges have,
like
and
the
the
Lime
scooters
bikes?
and stuff that you can rent out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nathan still had his app from college.
Lol.
And so, yeah. So we get off the metro, we find 3 bikes, and then we zoom to the fucking concert hall. And we made it there at like 7:56.
Damn.
We would not have
close.
made it there if we walked.
God,
Because
that
I
close.
also was in so much pain. We had walked all day long.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm
And-
like, that's a lot in one day.
And I don't exercise, which is like part of the problem, but like when I do, like I hurt. My bones hurt a lot. And so I was in so much pain, and I also have joints in my left foot that if I walk too much, get fluid in them, and then there's pain.
Mm-hmm.
I've had that since college. I forget what they diagnosed me with, but it's just like fluid in my joints if I walk too much, and especially if I wear flat shoes. But I wasn't wearing flat shoes. I just walked too much, so my foot was fucking falling off. And I was just in a lot of pain in general. And so I was like, we're not gonna make it. Like, I can't walk fast right now. Like, there's no way.
Ooh.
So we took the bikes, and we got there, and it was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. And then we walked back to the metro. We had sat for long enough to where my body was okay
Let's go.
to walk back to the metro, and then walk back to the hotel. But
Museums take it out of you. That's for sure. I'm
yeah, and we didn't even scratch the surface, bro. Like, we zoomed through those museums because we only had one day, and we wanted to do 2 of the museums.
We should when Nathan has more PTO,
Take a DC trip.
I'll take.
I would love that.
I'll take another flight out there, and then we can go out to DC because I personally want to go to the Smithsonian.
I would love that.
I fucking love museums.
If we commit like a weekend in a couple days, I would totally love that.
Yeah, I would be down.
It was absolutely insane.
100%.
And I was sad that we didn't have a lot of time to do it, but that was not why we were there. So
It was an added bonus.
it was an added bonus.
But
It was
that's what
crazy.
happens, you know.
Yeah.
We plan better next time.
Yeah.
But I mean,
And then the
overall, you still
weekend
had a good
after we
time.
got back, we had a Halloween party that we had to put together costumes for. For that weekend.
Did you
And so we were
guys-
busy with that.
Did you guys have your Halloween party the weekend before Halloween?
It was 2 weeks before, I think.
2 weeks? No way. Because
Yeah.
like I went the second week, so the 11th to the 16th, and then
Oh yeah, no,
you
maybe
went.
it was because we went.
you
to
went
DC.
to DC the like 18th to the 20th, and then yeah,
No,
26th.
No.
Yeah, the weekend 26th, the week before, the weekend before Halloween.
yeah, the weekend before Halloween
Yeah. Okay.
is when we went to Is when
you had the Halloween party.
the weekend before DC.
What?
Because I'm looking at it. Yeah, it was the weekend before we went to DC, not after. Because after was
It was, yeah, the 19th.
is this weekend.
The 19th, because you sent me you guys' costumes. Okay.
Sorry, I got that mixed up. But yeah.
It doesn't
So
matter.
before we went to DC, we had to do Halloween stuff, and then we went to DC. So it's just been busy. And yeah.
You want to disclose what
I
you
went
guys
as a
were?
clown.
There you go.
I went as a scary clown, and Nathan went as a Tesla Cybertruck. Made out of cardboard.
Did you get it out of your car?
Nope, it's still in my car.
Let's go.
I can't get it out without his help. So
Damn.
But-
it is pretty big.
October has been extremely busy. And you just had your Halloween party last night.
I did. I got crunk as fuck. I'm kidding. I did not.
You really weren't. Even when we were playing Monster Hunter last night, like you
I was coming
you said
down.
you were tipsy, but you were fine.
I was tipsy. It was like my personality doesn't like nowadays. My personality doesn't really differ from like me in person to like when I have a few drinks, mainly because I just like being expressive. But like the reason why I was saying like last night when I hopped on Monster Hunter, it was like mainly my vision. And like playing the game felt like it didn't feel weird, it just looked weird. And so but yeah, we had our Halloween party last night. We had like 20 people total. It was on the dot. It was a good time.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, it was a good time. I had a really great time.
You had a good outfit too.
Thank you. I was Detective Columbo from the hit TV show Columbo back in the 70s.
Yep.
He's a he's just a detective. It's a good show. If you ever have a chance to watch it, go watch it. One thing I was
yeah.
What?
Sorry, go ahead.
What?
Nope, continue your statement.
One thing I was going to add is I noticed that I tend to like, maybe it's because I'm like comfortable in my own home and I'm around people I'm comfortable with. I tend to like really just like bring that social like side of me out. And so like I think we're not far from, like, we don't fall far from the same branch. I think that's the way it's said. But like you say that you say you like hosting people, and then like like that same feeling happened just last night. I was like, it was nice.
It fills my cup.
It does.
Yeah,
it does.
It's nice.
It was funny because like
I have social anxiety and stuff, and most of the time it's just like out in public is when it affects me. And like in large crowds and stuff, I get kind of panicky. But like, if I have Nathan with me or somebody that I'm comfortable with, like Jordan or something like that, then I tend to be okay. But like for friends and stuff, like I like to hang out with people, and I primarily like to host because it just like it fills my cup.
Yeah.
It makes me satisfied.
Yeah. And I kind of got that satisfaction last night as well, because it was like, one of my friends was like, he's like, man, you're really like the cool dad of the party, and I'm like, well, somebody's got to do it. Like somebody's got to do it. Like somebody's got to like, you know, get people to like do stuff and stuff like that. So it's like, you know, I wanted to get a group.
That's how it was a lot for me in college. Like I was the mom a lot of time in college because I always hosted stuff. I always DD'd. I always like took care of people when they're drunk and throwing up and shit like that. Like it fills my cup.
Yeah.
I like to do that.
No, yeah, it's a great time.
But,
and sometimes genuinely it's like some people like don't like, they're hesitant. So like they'll feel a little hesitant to do things. And so it's like, you know, if you give them some sort of direction, then they'll like feed off of it. It's like, you know, I set up the pizzas and like nobody was like digging in. I was like, gang, eat food. I'm like, get food, get drinks, do whatever you want, take a seat, socialize with people around you. We're here to have a good time, and we did. It was great. It was
it's a party. You gotta have pizza and drink.
Yeah, it was great success. And people who did drink a little harder, thankfully they did Uber home and or stayed over. So
yeah,
we were responsible.
Well, I'm glad you had a good time with that. I forget what I was gonna say. Oh no, I remembered. We also had something very important happen this week at the smack dab end of October. Something extremely important. We came. No, the Monster Hunter Wilds open beta released this week, and we've been playing it for the past 3 days.
This is what we're gonna play after we finish recording this.
I'm gonna go eat Bojangles, and then we're gonna return. Speaking of Bojangles, you had Bojangles while you were here.
I did, and it was gas as fuck.
If you guys hadn't seen, we did a tier list of fast food restaurants, and Bojangles was on there, and I told him it was S tier, and so when he came, he was like, "All right, I gotta see if this is actually S tier."
And it was hella gas.
Yep.
That sweet tea.
The sweet tea, the biscuits.
The whole nine.
Everybody says the biscuits are dry.
No.
They are sort of dry, but
that's
it depends. It depends.
That's like normal biscuit,
They are so well seasoned. They're buttery. They're flaky. Like, I'm like gonna salivate just thinking about it because I'm literally about to go eat some.
That is quite literally normal. Like that's just biscuits in general. But Bojangles did it correctly. Like Popeyes.
I'm sure like some Bojangles out there, like some of them are probably run by teenagers and they don't do the best, right?
Yeah.
So I'm sure some Bojangles probably do have dry biscuits, but I am blessed with a good one, so.
True. And then, like, compared to, like, other places like Popeyes biscuits are lethal. That, Popeyes biscuits, no water, I think that could actually kill an 80-year-old. That can kill an 80-year-old. I guarantee it. I feel like you could put that as a death row, like, you could you can kill somebody on death row with Popeyes biscuit, no water. Just stuff their throat
with Popeyes biscuits.
Yeah, no water.
Lol. That's funny. But yeah, so I told him that I wouldn't lie to him about food, and I didn't.
Nope. And then it was
a great experience.
I also had some wonderful Korean food because Nathan is Korean.
Yeah, I made him some Korean food.
Yeah, so that was good.
We had kimchi jjigae, which is just like kimchi stew with pork meat in it and rice, and we also had tteokbokki and bulgogi. Was it chicken or what was it? No, it was pork. It was pork. Which is just like marinated pork, like marinated in a spicy sauce, and then tteokbokki is spicy rice cake in spicy sauce.
It was good.
Good. It's very, very tasty.
But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, Monster Hunter Wilds open beta came out, and I think today is actually the last day to play it.
Yeah, it ends at 11 my time, and it's 8. So
yeah, unfortunately, I think I have some plans. I don't fucking know. But in between my plans after this episode and the other plans, my ass is going to be playing Monster Hunter Wilds. The beta.
Yeah.
This is going to be hands down the best Monster Hunter game to date. It is so good.
It feels like a love child between World and Rise. And it feels so good. I will say though they fucked up my Encyclave and I'm a little sad about it. But I played it a little bit more today and I'm kind of getting the feel for it. I'm just sad that I can't be in the air 24/7. Like, that was what made Insectclave really fun in World. But I played it a little bit more today and I kind of like it, so I don't know. I still haven't decided what I'm going to play.
Yeah. And for all the hype that we've been doing, we've just been playing World, and we're actually about, like, I think we're pretty close to finishing World.
Yeah, we are.
I think we are, like, two main fights away from finishing World.
3.
What do you mean 3?
Because we have to do... Safi Jiva's a side thing, but
yeah.
Safi Jiva, and then Elatrion, and then Ruiner, Nergigante. Yeah, 3. Ruiner, Nergigante, and then Fatalis, I think.
Oh, yeah, I would say...
We still have to do Ruiner, Nergigante.
I would say Safi Jiva is very, like...
Safi Jiva's a siege.
Yeah,
it's not part
optional.
of the fucking...
I would say, like... as it stands, it's like Altreon, Ruiner Nergigante, and then Fatalis.
Yeah.
We're very close to
sure.
finishing it, which I'm really glad because I never finished World.
Me neither.
And after that, we still have...
After that, we're gonna play Rise.
After that, we have a couple of more months to go through, and we're gonna make our way through Rise, which is my personal favorite. Savi hasn't beaten...
Literally 3 months away.
Savi hasn't beaten
We got
the
3
base
months
game,
to play Rise. Yeah.
and there's also a DLC to do for Rise, which I was like, if we're gonna play through it, I might as well just get it. So I got it for her. So we're chilling until Wilds
We're
comes
big
out.
chilling. We're big Monster Hunter fans right now. We got 3 months. We're on the cusp.
Yep.
They're tickling our brain with the beta, and it's been great. And you know, it's funny because people are pissed because they have to upgrade their PCs to play it because everybody's got polygons. But
It's
I mean, like, you do what you gotta do, right?
it is
It's either you upgrade your PC or you buy a PlayStation or Xbox. Like,
yeah.
which one would you rather do? I have a PlayStation, so I've been playing it on my PlayStation because my computer cannot handle that. But you upgraded your PC. You got a new one, pretty much.
I didn't upgrade it. I just straight up bought a new one.
You got a new one, yeah.
I got a new one because I was like, I had the funds for it, and I think my old PC wouldn't have been able to handle the beta. Yeah, I am glad that I did it because, by God, this game looks so fucking good.
Yeah, it does. And even World, like, you said that World even looks better
World does look better
on your new computer
It
too, so...
both games look immaculate, but like the difference between World and Wilds is like, God,
It's pretty crazy.
it's all over the screen.
It's so great. Oh, okay. Well, I think with that, we've been going for 40 minutes. Do you want to wrap it up?
Yeah, gang, it's been
So we can get off here and go play it before it ends.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that is where we've been for the past like 3 weeks. Assuming by the time I upload this episode, it'll be 3 weeks. I will try and get
and then
this
I
out
guess
as soon as I can.
I guess we should also talk about holidays too. We might be a little sporadic
Yes.
uploading during that time as well, which is just a general for everybody. So please be
Indeed.
patient with us.
Indeed.
We will do what we can,
Yep. But
but
it's been a pleasure.
we're back for now.
We're back for now. We'll try.
We are so back.
We'll try and keep it up, but we will let y'all know based on what's it called? I had a stroke.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's the end.
Goodbye.
Bye, everybody. Have a good week.